G'day guys, wanted to talk to you about a historical non-fiction adventure here. One that I didn't really know much about, aside from the fact that it happened during World War II. It involved a bunch of Australians digging down into the dirt over a territory in North Africa that I had absolutely no understanding of why there were Australians and Germans there fighting each other in the first place. The book that helped me understand the detail between these places is Toburk. Toburk by Peter Fitzsimmons, one of Australia's great historical authors. Welcome to
Very Big Book Review! Yeah!
How I rate a book is when I read a section and I put it down and then get on with my life. If in fleeting moments between that last time I've read it and the next time I read it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, geez, I can't wait to pick that book up again, or boy, I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight because I get to read another 10 to 20 or whatever energy levels I have to read pages within that book. You know it must be a fairly handy book. And like all of Peter's books that I've read, Toburk falls into that category. Not his best work, though it is contingent on what the story is all about. Batavia, an amazing tale of a shipwreck off the west coast of Australia. Toburk, though, is a fascinating read, especially if, like I said off the top, you aren't that familiar with what Toburk was all about. I feel a lot more confident now in having a discussion about Toburk and strategically what it meant for the Germans as it did for the Allies. Now, one of the more quirky facts that I came across in this book, and spoiler alert, was that about Lord Humour, who was head of the German broadcasting propaganda machine. What did he say about the rats of Toburk? Well, I want to quote that word for word. So what was this dude's name? Joyce, I think, was his surname. Lord Humour William Joyce. Let me see if I can find Joyce in the index. What did Lord Humour say about the Australians that gave them the moniker of the rats of Toburk? Here we go. This is what the great let's back that up. I'm not going to call him great, but this is what Lord Humour said about the Australians dug in at Toburk. The sons of sheep herders, these self-supporting prisoners of war, who were now surrounded by the mighty German and Italian armies and were caught like rats in a trap. Turns out the diggers were pretty happy with that, so they claimed it as their own, and from that day forth, they were known as the Rats of Toburk. Now that's what I call an optimistic attitude, turning the negative into a positive. So if you want to know more about General Rommel and his background and his adversary, General Morset of the Allies, and the German panzer divisions and why the German tanks were better than the Allied tanks, and how it was that the Germans won great strength driven by the strategic prowess of General Rommel, brought them unstuck in the end, then read Toburk, because all the answers are found within. Fascinating read. Hope you get inspired to pick it up yourself and give it a whirl. Catch you next time.